We will now proceed with the project presentation. Located in Harris County, Texas, the proposed project is along West Gulf Bank Road and extends from Interstate Highway 45 to Airline Drive for approximately 1 mile. The segment between IH-45 and Sweetwater Lane is within the Houston city limit, while the remainder of the project limits fall within unincorporated Harris County. West Gulf Bank Road is a major roadway that offers potential mobility across the Houston region and provides potential connectivity to various highways. It is a roadway intended to handle significant traffic volume, and when all segments of West Gulf Bank are completed, it will connect West Beltway 8 to US 59. Within the project limits, the roadway primarily distributes traffic to Interstate Highway 45 and Airline Drive. At a more localized level, West Gulf Bank provides access to 2 Aldine ISD schools, Carroll Elementary School and Keeble Primary Montessori School. It also serves various churches, including the Cathedral of St. Matthew at the intersection of West Gulf Bank and Airline. Additional travel demand is generated on weekend days by 5 flea markets located along Airline. This segment of West Gulf Bank and the surrounding region has also been previously identified as a location where there are significant opportunities to replace vehicle trips with pedestrian and bicycle trips. The Harris County Engineering Department began the project development process in 2018 by collecting data and reviewing current conditions and constraints that exist in the project area. From reviewing the data collected, the project team developed and evaluated typical design sections. The project's existing conditions, the purpose and benefits, as well as improvements and upgrades, will be presented this evening. Construction is anticipated to begin in March 2021 and is anticipated to be complete in June 2023. Traffic control plans will be developed to protect traffic and mitigate the impact during the construction period. There may be short-term, temporary delays and congestion, but every effort will be made to reduce delays during construction. West Gulf Bank Road is classified as a major thoroughfare with 4 lanes in the City of Houston's Major Thoroughfare and Freeway Plan. However, it currently exists as an undivided 2-lane asphalt road that does not have sufficient capacity to serve travel demand. The roadway currently does not provide pedestrian or bike facilities, and residents are forced to walk along the existing drainage ditches or in the roadway. In response to public concerns regarding increased traffic congestion and inadequate pedestrian facilities in the area, the Harris County Engineering Department is proposing these improvements to achieve a level of service to meet current and future traffic volumes, reduce delays, provide safe mobility for pedestrians and bicyclists, and reduce structural flooding of residents and businesses within the project area. Another goal of the proposed project is to support the revitalization of the underserved communities surrounding West Gulf Bank Road by providing new public infrastructure, access to affordable and comfortable modes of transportation, and safe access to schools, churches, and businesses. By providing new public infrastructure, access to affordable and comfortable modes of transportation, and safe access to community facilities, the proposed project supports the revitalization of the communities along West Gulf Bank Road. The proposed improvements consist of reconstructing West Gulf Bank Road from a 2-lane undivided roadway to a 4-lane divided boulevard, with modernized traffic signals at Sweetwater Lane and Airline Drive and a new signalized intersection at Cobbleshire Drive. A closed drainage system with underground storm sewers will replace the existing roadside ditches. An additional lane in each direction will increase traffic capacity on West Gulf Bank Road and provide stable flow of vehicles during peak hour traffic. Vehicles would also be able to more efficiently access Interstate Highway 45, which is both a designated evacuation route and freight corridor. The addition of medians, strategic median openings, and exclusive turning lanes will reduce traffic congestion on West Gulf Bank Road. The Texas Department of Transportation previously acquired the necessary right-of-way to construct the proposed improvements. However, small strips of right-of-way will still need to be acquired at several intersections to achieve adequate and safe sight distances. Construction costs for the proposed improvements are estimated to be $14.2 million. The Harris County Engineering Department considered several factors when developing designs and upgrades to provide equitable access for road users, including bicyclists and pedestrians. These considerations included sidewalks. As West Gulf Bank Road currently provides no pedestrian or bike facilities, proposed improvements also include the construction of 8-foot sidewalks and ramps along each side of the corridor to limit conflict points and provide safe access to schools, churches, parks, and businesses in the project area. Traffic signals. Due to the spacing between existing signals at the intersection of Sweetwater Lane to the west and Airline Drive to the east, traffic signal installation is warranted at the intersection of West Gulf Bank Road at Cobbleshire Drive. A traffic signal at this location would provide a safe, controlled crossing for students that live on the north side of West Gulf Bank Road. Improved intersections and modernized traffic signals at Sweetwater Lane and Airline Drive will also enhance traffic and pedestrian safety. Drainage. Using recently updated rainfall data and probabilities, a hydrology and hydraulics impact analysis was completed to determine the required drainage system to mitigate the increases in stormwater runoff. The proposed drainage improvements will include a system of underground box sewers and minor regrading along channel P118-27-00 east of Meadowshire. The underground storm system will replace the existing shallow roadside ditches to provide drainage conveyance and detention. We are now looking at an overall layout of the project. This document is available for download as a PDF from the Harris County Precinct 1 website. It is not final and is subject to change. Let's take a quick look at the legend to understand what each symbol represents. The dashed line represents the existing right-of-way, which is the boundary that separates private property from public property. The solid line delineates between the various lots. The gray shape represents all proposed roadway and driveway pavement. The yellow shape represents the proposed 8-foot sidewalk, and the green shape represents grassy areas. We also have existing and proposed traffic flow arrows, and a traffic signal head symbol that represents an intersection will be signalized. Beginning on the west end of the project, the proposed pavement will tie into the existing lane configuration at the Interstate Highway 45 frontage road, which includes 3 westbound lanes and 2 eastbound lanes. As we move eastward, the proposed pavement will taper down to the proposed 4-lane road divided by a 24-foot median. At Sweetwater Lane, the existing traffic signal will be replaced to accommodate the wider roadway, and protected left turn lanes will be provided at each approach of the intersection. The 8-foot sidewalk will span the entirety of the project, and the ADA-compliant pedestrian ramps will guide sidewalk users across all public roadways along painted crosswalks. As we approach Carroll Elementary School on the south side of the road, new speed zone flashing beacons will reduce the speed limit to an appropriate level during pickup and drop-off periods. A staggered mid-block crossing with a pedestrian refuge in the median is also being tentatively proposed for pedestrian access to the school. The implementation of the crosswalk is contingent on an agreement between Harris County and the Aldine Independent School District. Immediately east of Carroll Elementary School, West Gulf Bank's intersection with Cobbleshire will become signalized and will offer students and parents safe, controlled access across West Gulf Bank Road. As we continue panning eastward, you will notice that the majority of side streets will be across median openings with exclusive left turn lanes. The 24-foot median will also provide the ability for U-turn movements. At flood control channel P118-27-00 east of Meadowshire Drive, the existing dual 60-inch pipes will be replaced by dual 10x8 concrete box culverts. The underground storm sewer that will replace the existing roadside ditches are designed to convey stormwater to these box culverts. These box culverts are also being designed to complement the Flood Control District's future bond improvement project along the channel. As we now approach Keble Primary School, speed zone flashing beacons will also be provided here to reduce the speed limit during pickup and drop-off hours. The existing span wire traffic signals at Airline will be replaced by modernized mast arm traffic signals with crosswalks in all 4 directions. 250-foot-long protected left turn lanes at each approach along West Gulf Bank will maximize vehicular storage at the intersection and help prevent delays during hours of heavy traffic. East of the Airline Drive intersection, traffic will be safely transitioned from the proposed 4-lane concrete road to the existing undivided 2-lane asphalt road. Any future improvements further east along West Gulf Bank Road will be able to seamlessly tie into the improvements being proposed by this project. This concludes the presentation portion of today's meeting. We will now begin the question and answer and comment period. As a reminder, if you have not registered to speak during the meeting today and would like to, you may do so at any time by using the Raise Hand feature located at the bottom of the WebEx participation list. Please note that you must access the WebEx portal online to sign up to speak. Due to the nature of today's virtual meeting, the question and answer and comment portion of today's meeting will be conducted in the following way. First, federal, state, and local elected officials who wish to speak will be called on to do so. Then, anyone else who has indicated a desire to speak will be given the same opportunity. I will then call on each member of the public who has signed up to speak by the name used during the meeting registration. Each speaker will be given 3 minutes to ask their questions or make comments, and the project team will provide answers or follow-up with the speaker following the meeting with answers. A countdown timer will be displayed on the meeting broadcast screen for each speaker to indicate the remaining time. As your time ends, please be courteous to the other members of the public who wish to ask questions and quickly wrap up your question to ensure that everyone who would like to speak has the opportunity to do so. If you do not need the entire time allotted, help us to include everyone by using only the time you need. Remaining time cannot be reserved or transferred to another speaker. Questions submitted through the WebEx Events Q&A feature will be responded to verbally by the project team following the questions from those who have signed up to speak. Please keep in mind that we reserve the right to mute your microphone if this instruction is not followed. We ask that you support us in conducting a respectful, orderly, and courteous meeting. We want to be sure that we can respond to all of your questions, and we need your cooperation to do so. Here are a few ground rules for the meeting today. Since this meeting is being held virtually, we will keep all participant microphones muted to avoid any background noise that may make the presentation difficult to hear. When it is your turn to speak, we will notify you when your microphone has been unmuted. Please make sure you have also unmuted your phone too. When it is your opportunity to speak, please state and spell your first and last name. Just as a reminder, you may not defer your time to others. The meeting will adjourn at 7:30 p.m. If you have additional comments that you would like to submit beyond what you are able to address during the question and answer comment period, please submit them in writing through the project webpage at www.hcp1.net/CIP/Gulf Bank. Speakers will be called on to speak in the order in which they have signed up. We will announce upcoming speakers in groups of 5, so you are aware of when you will be called to speak. If you do not wish to participate in the question and answer comment period today, but would like to submit questions or comments to the project team, there are other ways to do so. You have the option to submit in writing through the project webpage at www.hcp1.net/CIP/Gulf Bank.